I didn't really think about I'm going to be a nurse. Because of the pandemic, I really want to help people. I heard so many suggestions from different people making me that I want to be a nurse.
Thank you for being willing to do this, and thank you for being my host in Camden in this beautiful building. You're a senior in the nursing program. You are not from New Jersey. And as a state school, most of our population is from in-state, but you come from a different place. So tell me about where home is for you.
Originally, I'm from Hong Kong, and I have been live in different places. First in PA, and I back to my uncle's house in Delaware.
How long had you been in Hong Kong?
Oh, since I was born.
Since you were born?
About 20 to 21 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've come to school not at 18, in terms of Rutgers, not at 18. You started your journey a little bit later, right?
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So since back to 2012, I just graduated from my high school in Hong Kong. So after that, I worked in a restaurant for almost 2 years, and then right after that, I just went to Australia
Oh wow.
For the working holiday visa, and then so I had been there for almost a half a year. So after that, I just don't feel right because that's not I wanted. So I just back to Hong Kong. And then I work in the Disney for a couple months.
Oh really?
Yeah, in the kitchen. So right after that couple months, I just decided I just still want to travel. So I went to England as a exchange student for just a couple months. So I just took an opportunity when I was in England to travel all around Europe because I have the Hong Kong citizenship, so I don't need to apply any European visa.
Okay.
So right after that, I back to Hong Kong. So my uncle is in the United States, so my dad just suggests me that maybe you can just go to United States and then your uncle can take care of you. Right after when I back to Hong Kong from England, so maybe 3 months or so, and then I applied for the school in the United States. I have been here since 2015 in the United States. The first day I went to it was in PA. And then I went back to Delaware.
You have been all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. I was meeting with an alum earlier today, and she talked about her journey to Rutgers Camden, and then while she was here, doing a study abroad. But you did living abroad, and then you found yourself here. Tell me a bit about your experience in the nursing program. You've been in the program at a very interesting time in terms of world health. And how has going through a global pandemic and being in the nursing program, have they spoken to each other? Has been part of your experience as a student?
Oh, these are good questions because, as you said, I just got into the nursing program in a really, really interesting time. And I have been just doing all my nursing programs since I just got into nursing school, everything just online.
Do you think you're evolving towards a certain type of practice?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
I will start my first clinical tomorrow. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
Excited.
Good.
Yeah, and nervous.
That's okay.
To be honest.
Yeah, no, that's great. You're scheduled to graduate in May 2022. And you mentioned that you might look at opportunities at Cooper or other things. So you're thinking of staying in the area, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Is that what you're interested in? Yeah.
Yeah, I probably, maybe right after the graduation, I will apply any job in New Jersey.
It's a lot to think about, right? On the verge of, you've done all this work to get to this point. And now it's like, oh, it's becoming real. Now we gotta think about the next steps.
Yeah, because I feel like it's kind of like a short period of the time because I'm transferred to the nursing school. So once I got into nursing school, it was my third year. So only within the 2 years I would be graduate, and then right after that I would have to looking for a job.
Yeah.
So this is really like a good transition for me because I didn't really think about I'm going to be a nurse.
Right.
And because of the pandemic,
Yes.
I just feel like so many people die from it, and I really want to help people, especially right after the the volunteer. And I heard so many things, suggestions from the different people. They just motivate me.
Yes.
And then just making me that I want to be a nurse. That just continue to help people.
It sounds to me that you saw an opportunity to be of service, that nursing for you was a great way to just help society, help people towards better health and better life opportunities. And for me, when I think about higher education, I think about Rutgers specifically, higher education is a great obligation, I think, to do good, to educate people, to expose them to new things, and to put in front of people options about how they can do good in the world. And I love the fact that you jumped right into that this is how you're going to do good and make a difference. So I want to thank you for that. As an international student, I know you have family back in this area, certainly, but your parents are still in Hong Kong?
Yes, they're still in Hong Kong, and I also have one sister, and she also still in Hong Kong.
I imagine you've not seen them in a long time, at least not in person.
It is. So the first couple years, when I was in the United States, I miss them every day. I just call them every day. And I think maybe because since the nursing program started, and I just feel I don't have any time, but I still I have to squeeze some of my time and just FaceTime to them. And so they also miss me. And especially my sister just gave birth last year.
Okay.
So I never see my niece since she born. And
is this the first time you're an uncle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. So I miss her too. I mean, both of them.
Yes.
Yeah. And then so I was supposed to go back to Hong Kong this year, but unfortunately with the pandemic and then the Hong Kong policy, if I go back to Hong Kong, everything, so I couldn't go back to Hong Kong to visit them. This is kind of sad, but I think it's okay. So once I graduate, find a job here, and right after that, maybe one more year, I will go back to Hong Kong, visit them. And I think they already got used to I'm not around here, around that. Yeah, they just when I FaceTime them, sometimes my mom, my dad, they just said, yeah, I'm watching TV. Yeah, that's it. And then I always just ask them, what are you doing? And they just watching TV. And because I can see their eye is not focusing on me, and they're just looking at the other direction.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think, but we still have the bond.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always, yeah. But so our youngest just went off to college as well, and not as far as Hong Kong. He's only 2.5 hours from home, but it's an interesting moment for the parent and the child to grow apart in the right kind of way, but always with that connection. One of the things I've been talking about is a beloved community, that we are a community of people from all different walks of life, from all over the state and the world, with all different kinds of political ideas and philosophies, but we all share something in common. We share the Rutgers in common. So when you think of the role of nursing in a community, do you see that it has a role in terms of bringing people together in certain kinds of ways, or how does nursing function in the Rutgers community?
Okay, so for example, back to August this year, I volunteered do the vaccination in the campus center, and this is just the volunteer, and I think just to as a nursing student at Rutgers, they are helping the whole Rutgers community in Camden to, for example, in this case, to get the vaccine. And also I think the nursing students sometimes they do some event, and then in the campus center they promote some health, the knowledge to every student, and I think they also like to cooperate with the health center in campus center, and then to, for example, like to talk about the HIV prevention, and then do some different kinds of the health promotion.
So, I mean, for me, it sounds like the nursing program or nursing students are using their expertise and their skills to actually have Camden be healthier and give them opportunities for either vaccination or learning about ways for preventative health care, just so they can be a healthier community.
Oh yeah, one more thing, like besides the school, and I remember in this summer I also we have like to do the community the health promotion. So we went to one of the churches here around here in Camden, and then just go there and then go to the nursing station, and then just do like the vital signs, everything, and also also just to promote the health.
Well, that is a hugely important service. I mean, we saw in COVID all these health disparities appear. Well, they weren't brand new, but we saw them in a new way, where people don't have the same access to quality food or quality care or easy access to clinics. And just doing this health education you're talking about, raising awareness of, so people can watch their weight or eat better food, that is a tremendously important role. So that makes me feel good to know that you and your colleagues are out there doing that and representing Rutgers in the very best way. I've asked you a lot of questions of all different types, personal and professional and academic. But this program is about also introducing me to the community. So I wonder if you have any questions to ask me.
I know that maybe I just know that the other, maybe somewhere like the med school, they have like maybe just like the welcoming package for the med student. And so how about like the nursing student, if they get, for example, like the traditional program, either the traditional or maybe the accelerated program, do they have like maybe the welcoming package for the new nursing student?
So the welcome package in the med school versus what might be available in nursing schools, what you're asking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something, I don't have the answer for you, but that's something to really think about. I mean, one of my jobs, I'm sort of the chief storyteller for the university, the chief administrative officer, but also the chief fundraiser. And so it sounds to me that if there are opportunities there, we can make offer more appealing packages to encourage people to apply to School of Nursing or make it more competitive. That's important work to do. So that's something that I would talk to Chancellor Tillis about and Dean of the School of Nursing, and that we can think through, are there ways to make Camden nursing more appealing in terms of packages and support. So I don't have the answer for you, but it's something for me to think about, which I will. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much. You too.
I enjoyed it.